Hi, my name's Ben. I'm from Integrity Car Sales and Rentals. Today I'm going to talk to you about our 10 Series Alphard rental vehicle. To start off with, we're going to work with the front controls. You've got a standard gearbox here, works as any other. You've got a foot brake. So in order to use the foot brake, it will be poking out. It'll be to the left of your foot just here. You want to push that in and it will click as it goes in and release. That will show you on the dash that the handbrake is locked in. To unlock it, you just want to push on that same pedal again a little bit further and it will pop back out. The other thing to take note of in the front of the car is this button here labeled slope. You can essentially consider this like an on and off button for all of the equipment in the back, for the ramp and the restraints and everything else. So if you find that you're in the back trying to bring the ramp out and nothing is happening, just make sure you check that slope button. You want to make sure that it's pressed in and it has an orange light emitting from the little window there. You can leave this button on at all times. However, it is in a bit of a spot where you can knock it quite easily. So just double check that if you are having issues with the back. Make sure that's on and you want an orange light illuminating from that little window. Okay, so now we're at the back of the vehicle. We have the car in park. We've checked the slope button and we've made sure that the handbrake is on. If you're on a flat surface, you are welcome to leave the handbrake off. Just make sure that the car does not roll as you get out of the vehicle. So double check that. If in doubt, leave the handbrake on. That's the safest option. Now, to bring the ramp down, you have a really simple to use system. You've got a remote, a corded remote. Now, make sure you don't walk too far away from the vehicle. This is attached to the car. Make sure that you're placing it away when you're closing the door. You don't want to close on this cable. It may break. So in order to bring out the ramp, all you have to do is press down on this button. It will bring the ramp out and lower the vehicle. Okay, now that we've had the ramp lowered, it is in the position, it will stop on its own. When you're unloading the ramp, you'd want to make sure that the vehicle is on a flat surface at all times, and that includes where the ramp is going to eject. So you want to focus on the front wheels all the way to the back of the ramp. Now, once the ramp is all the way down, the system will automatically detect and turn off the system when it's ready to go. In these vehicles, we have an awesome little feature for loading the chair or unloading the chair. We've got these front factory belts. Now, these are restraints that cannot be used whilst the vehicle is in transit. They're just a convenience feature to allow the chair in a safer manner. So I'm going to show you how those work. The button's switched off at the moment. That means the belts are unlocked. I'm going to go get them. So these are the belts that I have here. They're the factory installed belts. What we can do with these is hook them onto the wheelchair, press this button here, and that will lock these into place. That means if for whatever reason you have to let go of the wheelchair, especially in a pushchair, these belts will actually hold the chair in place. It's a really good safety feature, especially if you're loading or unloading in a busy area with lots of traffic, or you have multiple people to look after. This is a great little feature. Now, for these, they are unfortunately not approved for Australian use, so we have the Australian approved wheelchair restraints, and I'm going to show you how those work now. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how the new restraints work for the wheelchair occupant. These are the restraints that we put in all of our vehicles. They're approved for use in Australia for a wheelchair passenger. They all get signed off on by an engineer. So these are the ones that we recommend using whilst you're renting one of our vehicles. So the way to put this on in this particular vehicle is we have a slide and click function. So you just want to pull up on this little lever here, hold the whole face here flush on the floor. So you want to hold it straight down like that. Pull this little lever up and slide the whole face across. You want to make sure that this is flat. So I'll show it again at another angle, like this, all the way flat, slide it over the top, give it a little wiggle and you'll feel it click in. Once it's clicked into place, you can use this lever to release the belt, and then you've got these little handles to tighten it up. Now we've got 4 of these for the wheelchair user. You've got 1 on each corner, so I'll put the other one on the other side. These will work as the rear restraints for the front passenger. In some of our 10 series, you may have a different securing mechanism for the wheelchair. So I'm just going to show you how our other type works. This is what it looks like. Now, in order to attach this to the floor mount, all you have to do is make sure the piece that moves is going to hit these teeth here. So as I push this down into the slot, this will rise. Now that it's risen, I'm going to slide it towards the front of the car and this will lock into place. Okay, so that's now locked into place just there. We can see that the latch has locked in. And once again, the rest of this works much the same. You push this lever to unlock the belt and use this to tighten it up. Now we've got the seat belt set up. You've got your shoulder belt here. You've also got a shoulder belt there. If you're going to put the wheelchair user in the rear spot, it's totally up to you what works best. Every wheelchair is different. We can advise on that. Just have a chat with us when you end up renting from us. Now, in order to put the seat belt on, I'm going to unwrap the lap belt component like so. So this is the lap belt. And what we're going to do is we're going to hook it on. One side goes. I call these little buttons, although they don't move. You want to get the wider piece here, loop over, pull, and you'll feel it click in. Same applies for the other side. Over the larger piece, pull it into the little locking mechanism. And that is all installed, ready to go. Now what you want to do is you've got your belt buckle here, works as a regular seat belt. Plug it in like so. This will go around the wheelchair occupant. And then you've also got the shoulder belt just here as well. It clips on using the same method, just over the large piece and then clipped on. And that will act as your 3-point harness for the wheelchair occupant. And the location of your spare tire is actually located under the rear of the vehicle. You have a little flap here for your tire carrier. That's located just here. So the way to do that is have the ramp folded out but not lowered. So once the ramp's folded out, you release the button and then you'll be able to get to the spare tire. All of our vehicles do come with NRMA roadside assistance. So if you do have this issue, please reach out. You'll have a number on the windscreen to call. Make sure you do that. They'll help you out. You don't have to do this yourself, but this is the information if you wish to do so. Doing it yourself might be a bit quicker than waiting for NRMA. To get to the tire kit, the replacement kit for your jack and your tire wrench, all you have to do, once again, bring this seat down. So take that out of the way, unhook this here, put your seat down like so, and you'll have a little cubby just here, like that. Pull that open, and you'll see you've got a tire change kit, and you also have your jack just sitting here. All right, so they will always be located in that little spot there behind this seat. And then the last step is just bringing the ramp back up. Again, it's really easy to use. You've just got the up button, hold the up button, listen out for any weird noises, and we'll let you know. We'll go through this with you on site when you pick the car up, so you'll know what to look out for. Again, just pressing the up button, it'll raise the car, bring the ramp back in, and you're all good to take off. All right, and that is everything. That's all that you really need to know about these vehicles. There's not too much to them. If you have any questions, you have any issues or anything that you're unsure about, please just reach out, give us a call. More than happy to talk through things with you. Apart from that, happy motoring.